welcome to Weddingful TV. I'm Angel Pui, the founder of Weddingful. We've gotten a lot of questions from different business owners and vendors like yourself about how to promote for weddings, how to reach these couples. Well, since we're connected on both sides, we thought we would share the secret. Here are the 6 most common questions that we've gotten from different business owners. Number 1, how to reach the wedding couples. So how do you get in front of all the different couples that are getting married? Well, on Weddingful, we have about 12,000 couples registered. And if they didn't register with us yet, we have 250,000 page views. So that's a lot of people that are in one place looking for weddings. We are certainly not the only place where the couples hang out. We also market on Google, Facebook, a few other places where when the couple gets married or when the couple get engaged, they're there. So those are good places to start, and that's where we are at as well. So how do you get in front of these engaged couples that are getting married? Well, we think about that question all the time as well. How do we, Weddingful, get in front of those guys? Well, they all start doing their research. So the first place we look at is Google search. For us, we're lucky. We have a lot of profiles and page views, different categories. So lots of content rich pages that allow us to rank really high on Google. For you, you may not have that ready yet. Well, then get writing. A lot of great content that is genuine with lots of value, talking about the expertise that you offer will start to get you ranking high. It's all about being active as well. So doing it once every few months may not work out for you, but doing it 10 times every few months with a little bit of repetition, Google will start to recognize that being, wow, you're an active contributor and we like you. And those pages, people really like and share those pages. So that's going to help a lot too. Next place that we look at is Facebook. People, when they get engaged, they change their relationship status. So you will notice that on our Facebook fan page, we have over 13,000 followers. And we really work hard at keeping that engaging, full of value, and that people follow us. So same thing. Maybe you have an online profile like Facebook or even like Weddingful that you can upkeep all the time. And lastly, of course, I am a little biased, but you should be on Weddingful. In most of our cities, we have over 30 to 40% of the market. So when we have already done the work, doing all the marketing with the 30-40% of market on our website, over 250,000 page view every day looking on the site, find a way to find those weddings that's perfect for you. Make sure you have a listing and look at the list of weddings that are looking for someone like you. You can actually proactively reach out. We're the only place where you can actually reach out to a certain couple. Number 2, how to stand out. Yes, there are thousands of vendors and you're just one of them. It is frustrating to get out of the marketplace and be the person that the couple actually end up choosing. Well, here's the secret. The number one thing that the couples tell us about is that they can't tell the vendors apart. So they actually share your problem. The only way to stand out when someone cannot tell you guys apart is to be different. And in this town, being different, actually, there is one big secret, is being really clear and answering all the questions they already have. The secret is out. Couples want to know exactly whether you're the right fit in the shortest amount of time possible. They don't want to do the research, even though they are doing it right now. They hate it. This is why wedding planning is so difficult, and this is why Weddingful exists. We show all the information in one place so that they don't have to spend all that time anymore. That convenience is such a big, important thing for anybody these days. You are looking online for anything that you're currently buying. You are saving time. 1 click is better than 3 clicks. We all understand the value of being fast, easy, accessible. Use that. So how to stand out? Answer all the questions right up front. I am this type of photographer, this is my style, this is the type of wedding I've done, I have done great work. Here's all my testimonial. Here's the couples you could reach out to when you need to ask some questions about me. Here are some packages that I put together before. Here are the last few quotes that I've sent out. Why repeat yourself or wait for my email when you could just see it there? The biggest difference really is, who are you? But more importantly, I am right here, online, in front of you. And if you were to make a decision, the answers are all there. That's the secret of standing out from all the other vendors who may not be doing that yet. Number 3, how do I get the best product out there? You may be a new wedding vendor, or you may be one that have been doing it for years, but now wanting to get better and better and maybe even more attractive to the couples. The secret lies in the product. You know, what you do, is it what the market wants? Are the couples looking for what you're offering right now? A lot of times it's about the quality of the product, but also the pricing. So when they're considering what you have to offer, when they're considering the quote, really they're considering your product. Is this the perfect thing at the right price range compared to the market? So listen to the market. Get out there, look at our list, see what other people are doing. Are they offering the DVD as well? Are they also giving them the images? Why make things difficult when you could be including everything? You could also include travel, you can include mobile service. Stay competitive, listen to the market, and make sure that your product, as well as your pricing, is as competitive as possible, and always fine-tune that product of yours. Maybe your product is about photography or wedding cake or the location. That probably will never change. However, the package, the branding, what it includes, how much it is, how do they book you, that part you can refine and keep getting better and better, listening to what the couples are looking for today. Number 4, how to look good on profiles. We get that almost daily. Every vendor, every business owner send us emails and ask, is there a secret to profiles? Yes, there is. We look at the numbers every single month and we see a staggering difference between some vendors versus others. On the top end, we have profiles that convert at 10, 15, 20%, meaning when they get 100 page views, they're getting 20 different clicks and inquiries asking about their date. So profiles really make a difference. On the low end, we've also seen vendors who could be getting the same amount of page view, the 100 page view that we're using as an example, but they're getting 1%, which means you almost tick as many people looking at your profile, but you ended up with 1 click, 1 message. So how is there such a big difference between profiles? The number one things that we have seen is quantity of info and the quality of content. On the top end, from the 10 to 20% of profile, what we see are really complete photo gallery. Basically, when the couples go there and want to see example of your work, they don't feel like, I don't see anything I want. This person don't have what I'm looking for. In reverse, they say, wow, this person has done a wedding that I am looking for, and the style is very similar to mine. So that's the difference. If you have 5 pictures, it's really hard to have 5 pictures illustrate that same thing. But when you have 50, 100 pictures, it's a lot easier for you to say, there is a wedding I've done that you are looking for. So on the high end, we see 10, 20, 30% of conversion rate on some of the profiles. Those are great examples. And what we see are really full photo galleries. More importantly, it isn't just quantity, but it's able to really showcase a variety of your style. Because at the end, what you're looking for is you want the couples looking at your profile to say, yeah, I see something I like, and she or he has clearly done something that I've liked before. It's really hard to get that from 5 pictures only, right? You pretty much have to nail the exact style that everybody wants, which is really hard. And 5 might be too little for somebody to really feel assured and go, yep, he can do it. Yep, she's done it before, right? So yes, quantity makes a big difference, but really spread out the variety and be able to cater to a lot of different couples and give that assurance of, I can do what you're looking for. I have done it before. The second part to that, we've already covered in the first tip, is really get clear, right? Like yourself, everybody wants accessibility to information these days. You don't want to pick up the phone if you don't need to. You don't want to send an email if you don't need to. You don't want to do anything really. You want to save time. You want to get to the end as quickly as possible. So, is your online profile answering all the questions? And you already know the questions, the same questions that they always email you. Are you available on this date? Are you able to do this style? How much are you? What does that include? Can you send me some testimonial of past couples? They're always the same ones. We see it all the time. So get all those answers on your profile. So when the person comes and they spend 5, 10, 15 minutes on your profile, yep, he is available. Yep, there is a package that I actually quite like and I can see myself booking it. I really like the style that he has. He's done a wedding that I really like. Here's a testimonial that I feel is a couple that's just like me and they had a great experience. Wow, the pricing have different options too. So if I want a shorter time, I can. If I want longer coverage, he'll do it. It looks like he is so easygoing. He includes the travel as well. There's no little nitty-gritty charges. Wow, even GST or PST or any of the taxes from your city or any of the DVD images are all included. Great. How could this person not want to talk to you or message you, right? You've already won by giving all the answers up front. A lot of times when I was planning a wedding, I got my bridesmaids and my fiance over on a Saturday and go, all right, we're ready to plan a wedding, only to stop at a website or a profile and go, but I don't know if he's even available on my date. And well, I want 8 hours. There isn't a package that says 8 exactly. I mean, there's a 5 and a 7 and a 12 and a 10, but could he do all-nighter? Could he do 2 days? You know, like once you have a question in your head and the profile or the website doesn't answer, you stop. You're like, well, I don't know. I guess, you know, I could send the email and ask him, but I don't want to do that right now. My friends are over, and then you forget about it. Or two, even if you did remember and you send that email over right away, the next thing you do is, well, let's open up that wine then, because, you know, there's all that we could do right now, right? See how not answering the questions right away or not having all the answers right away stop her. So, number 4, it's about really having all the answers on the profile, and that could mean a wide variety of photos, a wide variety of prices and packages, really clear what it includes, your availability updated, and a lot of reviews and testimonial that really answers all those questions we just asked. Number 5, how to communicate with couples. Well, if you have done all 4 things that we just talked about now, you are talking to the couples. Fantastic. And communication can come in 2 ways. So if the couples have inquired you and they reach out to you, fantastic. You're one of the people that they thought, I am interested, I can see this happening. Now I just have a few more questions to go. If you got the other side where you're looking at our list of wedding requests and seeing what people are looking for and you're sending them a message, it might be quite a different experience. So here are some tips for both sides. If you got an inquiry from the couples, congratulations. You have already successfully answered all the questions enough that they thought, yeah, I see a possibility. I like what I see. I want to pursue more. Now, it's about your personality and it's about showing that connection you can make to the couple. Everyone wants somebody that's easy to work with, responsive, organized, right? I'm sure you are saying the same thing as well. So that's what the couples are looking for. So be that person. You're answering quickly. The answers are thorough. You are not getting them to do more work like, hey, want to look at my website? Hey, do you want to read this copy and paste email that I got? Those are big no-nos. In fact, they see it all the time. we see it all the time. We see in our database of messages that a lot of vendors get lazy. You just send the same message over and say, why don't you find out more and we'll talk more? Not at all. Right now, you want to stand out. You want to be that person that says, I spent the 5 to 10 minutes to read your message and I want to give you the answer right away because I appreciate your time and I want your business. So spend the time, read their email thoroughly, and really give them the question. Don't give them the, here's my phone number and call me later. Here's my email and call me later. Here's my website and check it out there. They don't want to do more work. That's why they message you. They want the answer right now. So that's one of the common mistakes that we see. And it's about being quick. They probably, very likely, have messaged you and a few others. We see on average about 5 to 7 messages that a couple will send to the same group of category. So that means you're in a time crunch. So how quickly you answer also give them a feeling of what type of vendor are you to work with. Are you the type that answer questions quickly? Are you the type that they have to wait later? Do they have to follow up with you, right? The speed and how quickly you answer really tell that to the prospective couple. How is it going to be like working with you? And lastly, if you haven't heard from a couple for a little while and you don't know what the decision is, don't be afraid to follow up. Actually, we see a lot of vendors forget to follow up and then the communication just stopped. But then we also see a small group of vendors that remember to follow up and they're the one that got the business. A lot of couples, just like myself when I was planning a wedding, it wasn't my full-time job. So I don't remember to plan my wedding sometimes. And work gets in front of me and then I forgot about my wedding for a while. They will pick it back up and they will notice, oh, it's coming up in May and I better get on it. And sometimes the vendor who remembers to follow up is top of mind. And you are the person that I felt like, you're diligent enough to care about my business and you're still around. My business is yours. So don't be afraid to follow up and at least find out what's going on. And most of the time you'll be surprised they actually just got busy with life. Now, on to the wedding request. So it's a different kind of communication. You didn't actually hear from the couple yet, but they clearly needed something. So they're out there looking for this something that you offer. And now you can tap on their shoulder and be proactive and say, hey, I have what you need. I am the person for you. I am available. Here's my answer. So same philosophy. Giving the answers right up front in one message to them is very powerful. Again, 100% of the couple, and I can't stress this enough, every single couple, no matter what budget, no matter whether they have a wedding planner or not, no matter where they are in wedding planning, they do not want to work on this more. They want to work on this as little as possible. They want to make the decision tomorrow. They want to just get this booked and over with. It is their need. So helping them get there is your number one strategy. So we see a lot of vendors who send a quote to these wedding requests with huge success, while others send messages and quotes to these couples with no success. And it all comes down to how you approach them, right? Does your quote include everything? Here's a link to my photos. I am available for your date. Here's what I include. Here are the prices. Hey, and by the way, if you want to go up and down in hours, here are the prices. I also do these. This is how I differentiate myself from others. And when you want to talk more, I'm available next week for coffee. Here you go. Is it well presented? When the couple reads this, do they go check, 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 check? If you have sent your quote thoroughly and answer all the questions, your chance of them responding and feeling a fit with you is that much higher. So when it comes to sending a quote to a couple, it's kind of like your profile. You're getting in front of the couple and you're saying, I am the perfect fit for you and here are all my answers. It is also about being responsive too, because the speed does matter. If the person have posted the request, obviously it's top of mind that day. They are thinking about that part of wedding planning right now. They could be very deep into the research process and actually finalizing somebody right now and just seeing if there's someone out there that I might also consider. You never know where they are in their process. So yes, when you see a wedding that you like, definitely be prompt and get on it. But the biggest difference between winning the gig and not is really at the quote. We've seen time and time again that different quotes don't get answers. They're too short, call me, here's my phone number, here's my email address, right? If the person wanted to do that, they've already done it. And even for yourself, if you've gotten one that is thorough, give you all the answers, and the other says, check me out here, who are you going to choose? Number 6, what are some of the things I could do on the site to get even more exposure? Well, definitely stay active. I know it's a bit of a no-brainer. When you use the site more, you show up more, but it's true. When you update photos, when you update prices, when you update review, every single time that you do something new, it shows up on the site. So people see you. Also, this is a secret that a lot of vendors don't actually use, is our reviews are good for colleagues as well. You can actually send messages to other wedding vendors and ask them for a testimonial and reviews. Sometimes we're waiting only for the couples to leave reviews, but really the vendors can leave them for you, and they are really powerful. For a couple to see that other people like working with you and you were a pleasure to work with, it's a huge bonus. And when you leave them one, they leave you one. It's a great way to grow your business and your network as well. So I hope you like the 6 questions that we have prepared for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email us at support@weddingful.com at any time. We also have a Weddingful help center that help you with all these common questions and answer, and you may just find the answers for you as well. And on the right, with our promotion right now, we have a live Twitter box. You can actually hashtag WeddingfulQA and tell us what question you have, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful for you. It was certainly really fun for me. See you at our next video.